Hello, assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope you're all doing okay during this Ramadan. Alhamdulillah, I'm okay too. Today I'll be showing you how, as I know my mom used to call it, it's called coconut fob, nicolor fob. I don't know whether the actual name is fob or pop. I don't know what it is. As far as I know, we used to call it nicolor fob, which is coconut fob. So first of all, today I'll be using the ready-made shredded coconut. It's desiccated coconut. My mom used to use the fresh coconut, which I don't have time to do that. So I just buy the prepared one, then I just make it from there. First of all, get a pan. In the pan, I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of ghee, and then with 2 cardamoms and a couple of bay leaves. Put the dried and desiccated coconut in there, roast it for a bit. So basically you're doing this all on low heat. You get a nice flavor and a scent. It's really nice when you roast the coconut in the ghee first. Gives a nice flavor. It's really nice when you do it like this. So as you can see, I've been basically stirring the coconut in the pan for about good 2-3 minutes. Then, which I forgot to record, I'm really sorry about that, I added a glass of water, and then I let that water get soaked up by the coconut. So basically you pour a glass of water with your coconut, depending on how many coconut you're using basically. So the quantity of the coconut, you might need a cup or 2 cups of water. And then I've added 1.5 cup of sugar in there. Again, that's according to required taste. Like some people have sweet tooth, they like loads of sweetness in the fob, whereas we don't like it as sweet, so just about the right sweetness will be okay. So here I have added 1.5 cup of sugar. So what happens is when you add the sugar, the sugar will dissolve, and it will let its water come out as well. So you need to try that, constantly stirring it. Make sure you're doing this on a low heat, because if you do on a high heat, the sugar syrup, obviously the sugar that has dissolved, will start burning, and then you get a nasty smell. So you want to avoid doing that. So basically do it nicely, gently, patiently basically. So slowly let the desiccated coconut become soft as well. That's what I do, and then you have to cool it down before you can start making your fob. As you can see, this took me roughly about 10 minutes. See, I'm going to leave it like that on the pan, let it cool down, and then I'm going to prepare my dough. So make the dough, make the fobs. So as you can see here, I'm making my dough. To start with, I'm gonna get 3 or 4 cups of plain flour, so that I can make a dough. It's another similar to chapati dough. Basically, you just get the flour, and then you add a little bit of oil, and then you mix it with water and make it into a nice good dough. As you can see, I'm going to add 2 or 3 tablespoons of oil. Not much is needed, just a tiny bit. What you're looking to do here is, basically you just need to combine the two together properly, nicely with your hand. So looking to combine the oil within the flour. So then I'm going to add, first of all, when you're making dough, you need to gradually, slowly add your water. So first of all, I'm going to add just a cup of water to see how much more water I will need or not. Then I'm going to add another half a cup of water, and then slowly, if I need more, I'll add more. But to make the process faster, the thing is, guys, if you add all your water at once, you're going to end up with a very sloppy dough, and it's going to be harder to manage that dough. Whereas if you had a hard dough to start with, you can slowly add your water and make it into a softer dough. But it's harder to manage your dough if you start with the soft dough basically. So it's easier if you gradually add the water. So do it slowly. Here I used 4 cups of flour, which I used just under 2 cups of water. And then I'm going to knead it for a couple of minutes. So basically use your strength and knead it for a couple of minutes, and then you'll be fine. And it's a good knead basically. So basically when you're kneading the dough, do it slowly, nicely, and then if you think the dough is a little bit soft, if it's too soft, just sprinkle a little bit of flour on it and then keep on kneading and it'll become good. As you can see, I am doing it. So whatever dough you're going to be using, just cut that into small equal quantity parts. Basically divide them equally into small parts, and then you can make your small rotis to make the fobs. And the rest of the dough, make sure you keep it covered. You don't want that dough to dry out. So gently roll out your dough, like small quantity that you have divided into small balls. Just roll them out nicely, small circle chapatis, rotis, and then you can either use a cutter or make it with your hand, however you prefer to make them. I've got a couple of cutters. One is broken, even then I'm going to use that because that's the one that I feel most comfortable with. So first of all, to start with, what I do is, I make a couple of like I roll out a couple of rotis first and then I make them. It's easier rather than making one. So basically rolling out one and then making one, rolling out. So it's a long process like that. Whereas if you just roll a couple out first and then you make them, the process is a little bit faster. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching the video today, guys, as I have enjoyed making them. Thank you so much for watching my videos. And if you do like watching it, like, comment and share. Please also don't forget to subscribe. What I do, guys. So basically when you put the chapati, the dough onto your cutter, you put water on one side basically. So the water that you put on one side acts like glue. You don't want to put water on both sides because then it becomes slippery and lets go. So if you put water on one side and then you press the both sides together, they stick more easily. And then obviously you can see, just cut off the excess whatever's on the out of the cutter. And as you can see, what I do is, I always apply water on one side rather than the both sides. So basically, the full circle, it's got two parts that you fold in middle. So I always put water just one on one side and then fill up with coconut in the middle. Another tip I forgot to tell you guys is, don't forget to pick out your cardamom and your bay leaf from the coconut. You don't want to fill that up inside the fobs. Otherwise, whoever's going to bite onto it, it's going to get a really nasty shock. If you wanted to, you could just lightly fry them and store them in your freezer, or you could just layer them with cling film and then freeze them first and then bag them up, put them in the freezer like I am going to do. And here I'm trying to attempt one to make without the cutter, the way my mom used to make it when she used to do the folds on the sides. Oh my god, it used to be so beautiful the way she used to do it. And I have always tried one or two just to see if I can get it similar to my mom's, but never can I ever do the folds like how my mom used to do. It used to be so beautiful how she used to do it. mashallah, they had talent which we probably never will have. But inshallah, yeah, maybe one day I will get there too. But in the meantime, I will keep trying. See, as you can see, I'm attempting my fold, but I could never get it near to how my mom used to make it. Subhanallah, she used to make it really nice. And I could never forget how nicely, thinly, small layers of flips she used to do, and this looks so beautiful. But as I say, I could never make it like how she did. Mine always goes wrong and looks horrible. Thank you so much for watching my video, guys. I hope you'll have enjoyed watching it and learned something from it. As I have enjoyed making this video for you guys, and they do taste really nice. You could also not use the sugar, use ghee instead, which is really nice as well. But today I've made it with the sugar. So I hope you have enjoyed watching my video. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz, Allah Hawla. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.